Ben Madden, well-known West London estate agent. Talk to me about how estate agents can increase their mental resilience with regard to their mental health. Talk to me.
So, yeah, I mean, I don't necessarily have the exact answer to that question. I just think that with so much conversation at the moment around mental health and what's going on and how we can support each other better, perhaps we're losing sight of the fact that we need to do something at source to address it. Rather than catch it late on, what are we doing to better prepare people for what can be a tough business?
Isn't it? So the fear of rejection, especially with the estate agency side. Lettings, they don't like criticism. That tends to be the people that tend to be attracted. What is your some of the answers that you have? I know it's not necessarily the definitive answer.
We push people. We push people and push people and push people to give their best, to do their best. We train, we coach, and that isn't always, when people think of training, I think in the estate agency, they think of sales skills. That's your go-to. But in businesses I've been in the past, the sales force make up about 60% of the business. The other 40% are in support roles. So they don't necessarily need the hardcore sales training. Everyone needs training, coaching, and someone to be there for them. I'm a big believer in psychological security. So within a team, everyone has a voice, everyone contributes. If everybody feels safe in their environment, if me and you, I feel safe right now, you feel safe. So we'll say anything we want to each other. But if I find myself in a team where I'm not comfortable to contribute, then I'm never going to be a strong member of that team. So our role is to make everybody feel like an integral part of that team, and then you can stay and do anything you want, and you're never shut down for that. But you must experience the tough side of the business. So historically, before anyone could be made a manager of us, they had to fulfill the role for 3 to 6 months, while also fulfilling their current role, and they were stretched. They were really stretched, but they always had people around them to support them. If they could handle the pressure, the increased pressure, then that was, firstly, it was a great sign that they're gonna it'll be like a duck to water in a management role because it's higher pressure. But it prepared them for what the tough days that can come.
So what you're saying is if you're like a neg and you want to be a branch manager, you've got to take on some management experience whilst you're a neg, as opposed to just saying, right, you're manager.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. There's no way today I'm a neg, tomorrow I'm a manager, unless I've done some of the management stuff. So small examples, and believe it or not, businesses I've worked for have received complaints. When a complaint comes in, the person that's we're on that journey with, you need to handle your own complaints. You take the role of the manager in dealing with this complaint, because nobody likes dealing with complaints. They are tough, but those small interactions, those small things prepare you for the really difficult days.
So it's not just training, it's development, stretching people, making them aware of where they are, helping them grow, so when they're presented with difficult situations, they've already been stretched, like an elastic band, really.
Yeah, I mean, you want to ensure they stretch and they don't snap. So yeah, it's putting them in those situations, but it's also, the flip side is, as long as you act professionally, appropriately, display integrity, stick to our values, you're completely safe. And I think that's a big issue.
So basically, you've got to almost let them fail in a safe environment. So when they are put into that position, they've already been there. They know, I've got my back covered.
Yes, but I also appreciate that's really difficult for smaller businesses. Can you afford to, or can you allow people to fail? And we took a view that we could and we would, and there's a safety net that we can pick up the pieces if we need to. But I also appreciate, for a lot of businesses, that would be very tough.
Thank you for your time today.
Thank you.